Good morning, snowy window. A peaceful winter day. The serenity of the winter night gave way to a white and silent morning. Sarah slowly opened her eyelids. The first thing that caught her attention was the soft, blue-tinged light of dawn filtering through the thin curtains, illuminating her wooden bedroom. A soft, gentle glow reflecting the freshly fallen snow. A gentle piano melody, the only interior sound, prevailed over the silence. Sarah smiled faintly, staring at the ceiling where the steam from her breath faded in the cool morning air. Suddenly, she felt a warm, furry weight on her chest. Cuckoo, her cat, who had slept under the covers all night, stretched out in a long yawn, crawled out from under the blanket, and rubbed himself against Sarah's hand. Sarah reciprocated his affection with gentle strokes before finally getting out of bed to begin her tranquil day. Sarah headed to her small kitchen, where wooden shelves and old ceramic dishes created a charming, cozy space. Without haste, she filled the kettle with water and set it on the stove. The quiet sound of the water beginning to boil was the only changing sound in the house's silence. With great care, she poured her favorite dried tea leaves into the pot, patiently waiting for the tea to brew and its warm aroma to spread through the air. Sarah took a hot cup of tea and sat down at the small wooden table by the window. She placed a second cup nearby, as if she were expecting a quiet, friendly breakfast date. Behind the glass, the world was completely at peace. Tiny snowflakes, seeming to have all the time in the world, descended softly. With every sip of the hot tea, a comforting warmth spread through her chest, and the steam made the window glass even foggier. A few minutes later, Cuckoo also jumped onto the window ledge, first gazing outside, and then, turning his head, settled into the warmth of Sarah's shoulder. After tea, Sarah moved to her wooden desk, situated beside an unlit, cozy fireplace. She opened an old covered book. The daylight fell onto the pages, making the vintage ink more readable. Sarah took notes in a small journal next to the book, using a fine-tipped pen. In these moments, her inner peace was so profound that only the faint scratching sound of her pen could be heard.
She suddenly felt a slight chill. She picked up a thick, soft, knitted shawl that was draped over the chair and wrapped it around her shoulders. This small action completed the sense of homey comfort. Meanwhile, Cuckoo started playing with a stray ball of yarn. He rolled around playfully, swatting at it with his paws. Sarah momentarily put her work aside, smiling as she watched her cat's mischief, then ran her fingers through Cuckoo's soft fur. As the sky began to turn a deep grayish blue and the afternoon gave way to evening, the snowfall outside intensified. Sarah got up and straightened the soft blanket and pillows on the wooden sofa near the window. She stood by the window for a moment, gazing at the scene that was now completely white and sparkling. The distant streetlights and house lights flickered on, their reflected light through the snowflakes evoking the mood of an old-time storybook. She took a deep breath, as if wanting to draw the entire pure tranquility and peace of this snowy day into her being. Finally, Sarah lay down on the sofa. She placed her book on her chest, and Cuckoo immediately nestled beside her, under the blanket. Listening to the soft sound of the winter wind outside and feeling the warmth of the house, she slowly closed her eyes, allowing her peaceful winter day to come to a quiet, warm close.